Remember how excited I was for the start of college football season last week?
Bummer.
It's funny to listen to the
Underwhelming.
college football fans who are like, oh boy, what an opening weekend we had, close games.
Nah, it wasn't good football.
Correct. Not good football. Are we going to get good football now week one in the NFL with these
You'll get some.
shortened preseasons, not as many padded practices? It feels like September is just kind of the warm-up act. But there are a lot of games on the schedule that I'm looking forward to. And as I said to you, I could talk myself into being excited for almost any football game that they put on TV. So I'm fired up for week one of the NFL season. And it starts with Cowboys-Eagles Thursday night, a game that I will try to find a way to watch a little bit of before having to get up early Friday morning. We'll see how that goes. But then you got a Friday night game, college football Saturday, full day Sunday, Monday. I mean, this is beautiful stuff.
It's pretty. I'm always like, they always try to jam in too much. But then I'm happy every night I sit on the couch and I'm like, I have NFL to watch.
Yes.
It doesn't help my other viewing habits.
No.
But I've watched less baseball than I ever have in my life, probably. So other than Yankee games, because you got me the app, that's about all the baseball I watch is like Yankees on occasion. And now all I watch is the NFL and some college.
We'll make our week one picks. We'll make our season-long predictions.
Who won last year? Did we tie?
I think we tied.
That's amazing.
I know.
What are the chances?
This is Onorato and Miller, sponsored by Alpenhaus.
Alpenhaus Marcella's Novice Performance Industrial Saratoga Eagle here on Onorato and Miller, getting you ready for week one of the NFL season.
Of the school year.
Is checking in, and Ash is getting ready for the school year.
Week one.
Not that you get a summer break,
school year.
but there is a big difference, I'm sure, how it feels when there are kids and teachers in the buildings and when there aren't.
Way more exciting.
It's more exciting.
Way more exciting.
Okay, some people would choose the word stressful.
The summer was pretty stressful without students and teachers. So
right off the rip,
Steelers
at the Jets, and Aaron Rodgers was asked about the matchup, and he was asked about his emotions about going back to MetLife and running out of the tunnel. And
who cares?
He said, "It's week one. I would be excited just because it's week one." There is the image, right? And I don't know that we'll really see much of it ever again, of Rodgers on that first Monday night against the Bills, his first career start with the Jets on 9/11, running out onto the MetLife field with the American flag. But everything after that was forgettable, his time with the Jets. And my brother's a Jets fan. We were talking to him about it, and he said, I have no emotional attachment to him at all. He played a year and like 4 plays with us. This is not Rodgers against the Packers. It's not Rodgers at Lambeau Field. We'll get Steelers-Packers later on this season. But how the New York, New Jersey fans will treat him,
it's going to be great.
When he takes the field, and maybe even every drop back, they will boo him like an NBA game when a guy catches the ball, they're booing immediately. You might get that on Sunday.
Of course you'll get it. It's New York / New Jersey.
There you go.
It's exactly what you'll get. And it's also because he is who he is. And he didn't listen, he didn't have a choice. He wasn't going to stay. Aaron Glenn didn't want him there. He didn't want to be there. But yeah, it's New York / New Jersey. Those fans are going to boo you no matter what, unless you're beloved. He's not beloved. He's hated. And like your brother, they may or may not wish him injury.
Yes.
Like, get after him.
Yes.
I don't care if you snap a leg. Like, he's not on our team anymore. So there is not that, like, there's no ill will, but like, there's dislike. You're now on the other team. You don't play for us. We don't love you. We hate you.
Yeah, not life-threatening, but career-threatening.
Right, like,
is how
see you,
fans
bye-bye.
will view this.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. And then Justin Fields on the other side, right? Pittsburgh decided, hey, we're going to move on from both of our quarterbacks, Wilson and Fields.
Right. I think people forget that. Like, by the way, that's his old team.
Yeah. Fields lands with the Jets. I'm intrigued by what New York might be. Everybody after the Bills in that division, the AFC East, is talking about what the Patriots might do. I'm interested in what the Jets might do. The Jets were able to win a decent number of games a couple of years ago with Zach Wilson at quarterback because that's how good the defense was. The defense is very much unchanged, and now maybe you just have a little more stability there post Aaron Rodgers. The big issue here on Tuesday was they think their outstanding offensive guard, Elijah Vera Tucker, might be done for the year with torn triceps or biceps. But that would hurt. And he has struggled with injuries. That would be a big blow before you even get going with this season. But I'm intrigued by what the Jets might be because of the defense, because Aaron Glenn is going to run the ball. He's committed to that. He's got two really good running backs.
And a running quarterback.
Exactly. So, again, a 1:00 game, it'll be on the TV.
Yeah, I'm in.
It'll be on the TV.
I mean, it's the best storyline of the week by far for Rodgers and for Justin Fields. And you know me, I am one of those people who is not ready to give up on Justin Fields. I don't think he's gotten a fair shake. They did not give him in Chicago, or they didn't give him in Chicago what Caleb Williams now has, and they didn't give him in Pittsburgh what Aaron Rodgers now has. So for the most part, I don't think he's gotten a fair shake. But I think he is a very talented quarterback, and I want him to get a shot to prove me wrong.
Melissa did remind us, New Jersey, she's a Bills fan. Bills fans like to remind people that there's only one team in New York. She was there seeing Rodgers against the Bills end of the season, calling him grandpa. Yeah, like I get it. He's one of the graybeards in the league right now. This is funny. I don't go back and watch the shows. It was loud in my head. I have to imagine it was loud what other people were hearing as well.
Viewers.
And I think we're talking not the fans, but the PA announcer, right?
Yeah.
We were live at Burnt Hills for an outdoor volleyball game. The first outdoor high school volleyball game in New York State history, I read.
I did hear that.
Okay.
That was why we were there.
Oh, well, I'm glad we were there to see history.
Sort of.
And we heard about it.
Sort of saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little bit noisy. We're on a different mic tonight too, so maybe a little bit quieter.
Yeah, quiet at home. This is interesting too. I just saw this before we came on. The Red Zone channel.
They're finally monetizing it, you mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think Verizon was the sponsor, so you're getting that just a lump sum sponsorship. But yeah, I don't know how the commercials will work here. My guess, Sam, is I don't know. It might be like the way golf and NASCAR do, playing through at like a split screen kind of thing where there's a commercial, but also a game being shown. We'll see. I haven't read
but
into
that's the
it.
thing. Like, you can't do all 8 of them or however many at once. Like, if somebody's in the red zone, or do you just go to commercial when someone's not in the red zone and hope it doesn't?
Well, the commercial's playing. You could still have the director live switching games, and whatever you're seeing in a split screen might be the team that's threatening to score. I don't know.
You're giving Scott a break.
Not much of one. I mean, my guess that'd probably be quick. I don't think they're going to do like 4-minute breaks.
No, like a minute.
Maybe. Yeah, exactly. All right. Like I said, you could talk me into watching almost any football game that is televised, but here are some of the ones that we would deem best in week 1. Some of our must-watch NFL matchups. And again, we'll give you our picks for the week against the spread. We will give you our season-long predictions as well. Cowboys-Eagles doesn't make the list here, but Chiefs-Chargers does. Friday night in Brazil. Love it. Do I love where they're playing it?
Yeah, I don't love it as much. But
no, but I love that it's a Friday night NFL game.
Friday night NFL game, and I think this is kind of the is it happening or is it not happening year for Justin Herbert. I think in a lot of ways, like, here's a chance. Let's see what you're made of. Are you going to show? I think, are you going to show?
Doesn't have his left tackle, Rashawn Slater, out for the year. haven't really significantly upgraded the wide receiver position. You have Ladd McConkey. They brought Keenan Allen back. You're waiting for Quentin Johnston to be that deep threat, first round wide receiver talent. But what they have done, Ash, is beefed up the run game. Najee Harris, Omarion Hampton. I'm with you. At some point, Justin Herbert has to show us
Injuries
that
can
all
be
this
an
arm
excuse.
talent, right, is going to translate to wins.
Yeah, and I think that's what I'm like. It's not that injuries can't be an excuse, because when you miss your left tackle the entire season, that it's going to affect how you play. The good news is you have the entire season to figure it out. But yeah, I think we need to see those like wow plays. We need to see the Harbaugh effect taking effect. I think it just needs to be positive steps in the right direction that people have been expecting for a really long time, specifically from Herbert. Well, now you've got your quarterback whisperer and your coach, so let's see some of that magic.
Yeah, year 2. And what a division. I mean, Broncos, Chiefs, Chargers, and the Raiders trying to build something there in Vegas. Lions, Packers, the 425 national game on Sunday.
The most interesting division in football.
Okay.
For my money. More because the Raiders despite what they're a non-factor. To me, every team in that division.
Chicago.
Yeah. When you have Caleb Williams, you've got a brand new coach. I think there is a lot of interest. I don't know that they will be a playoff team, but when you put Ben Johnson in with Caleb Williams and you surround him with some of the weapons they have, I think they become interesting. I just think that division is fascinating because J.J. McCarthy obviously is coming off a huge injury, but people are super high on him and wonder what he can be with the Vikings. And then, oh, by the way, you have the Lions and the Packers. I really like the Lions and the Packers, with Micah Parsons, which changes the game for them.
Yeah, and Sam points out YouTube for that game on Friday, so it's free. So all the people who have complained about, I've got to get another streaming service to watch a game. No, just YouTube. Yeah. Just watch it on YouTube. Stream that baby on YouTube. My guess is you can find it somewhere on YouTube TV. Yeah. We'll find out. Yeah. That's where I will look for it first is, do I have it on YouTube TV or do I have to actually pop it up on YouTube? We'll see. Interesting. But it's free. Look, Lions, Packers, to have a division games like this, Chiefs, Chargers, Lions, Packers, Vikings, Bears too. Green Bay was 0-6 last year against the Lions, Eagles, and Vikings. Top 3 teams in the NFC last year. 0-6. You cannot do that. No. And Green Bay still won 11 games or something like that. So
they have 4 of the best teams, could have 4 of the best teams in the NFC in their division.
I am, and I know Matt LaFleur will run the ball a lot with Josh Jacobs. I am on Jordan Love for a breakout year. Ooh. Now, his first year as a starter, people will forget, he threw 30 touchdowns. He was tied for the NFL lead in that category. I'm on him for a big breakout year. Wasn't healthy all of last year. You add Matthew Golden, 2 really good tight ends, a collection of receivers, an all-pro or Pro Bowl running back at the very least, a defense now that adds Micah Parsons. I think he's going to be in for a big, big year. Ravens-Bills is the Sunday nighter. Again, testing my sleep schedule.
All of these, the league games or the conference games, division games right out of the rip is awesome. Yeah, especially ones like this.
This is a matchup we've seen in the playoffs a few times. Sunday nighter, Ravens and Bills, just immediately. You've got the guy who many people say should have won MVP for a 3rd time last year in Lamar Jackson against the guy who did win MVP last year in Josh Allen. 2 teams, 2 quarterbacks at least. The Ravens won one with Flacco. 2 quarterbacks trying to get over the hump and feeling like, if not this year, when? Like, when is it enough of a down year of Mahomes and the Chiefs and that whole narrative that we finally break through? I think it is this year for one of those quarterbacks. We'll cut to that with our
predictions.
I think you think so too. With this.
Sure do.
Okay. Vikings Bears is the Monday night game. A lot of I don't know.
Yeah, and that's it. But that to me, I don't even know that it'll be good.
Mm-hmm.
But the I don't know
Yep.
is like, here's the deal. You know what you're getting with Lamar and Josh. You know that they have the potential to make deep runs to the playoffs. You don't know what you're getting with Vikings Bears. And I think that's the most intriguing part is like, yeah, let me see JJ McCarthy. Let me see Caleb Williams. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let me see what Ben Johnson's got up his sleeve. I want all of it.
Against a Brian Flores defense, right? A guy who just is credited across the league as being the most exotic with his blitzes, difficult to diagnose at the line of scrimmage. How do Williams and Johnson deal with that? That'll be a lot of fun. I have this is a serious question here. Last week, it was unanimous. Jerry Jones is an idiot. The Cowboys have squandered another great talent, and Packers have won this trade hands down. We don't even need to talk about it. Let's move on. 48, 72 hours removed from that, people are going, I don't know. I think I kind of like this for the Cowboys. I think this is a pretty shrewd move by Jerry. Dallas, I think, maybe won this trade. So this is classic of people just not wanting to be lumped in with the rest of the population's belief when it comes to anything, not just sports, right? We all want to be contrarian for some unnecessary reason. You're telling me the Cowboys are better this year, next year, or even the year after that without Micah Parsons? It's just a 4-year contract, guys. There's no way that in the next 3 to 4 years, the Cowboys are better without him than they would have been with him.
Nope.
I understand that, all the money, and you can't pay him, and Dak, and CD, and Deron Bland. Oh, he's got the back injury that nobody talked about. The Cowboys already had an injection plan for Micah Parsons in order to get him back on the field. He's practicing with Green Bay. Yes, he sat out on Wednesday. He might not play week 1. That does not matter. A back injury, you don't love it for somebody of any age, 26, 36, 46, doesn't matter. To me, this is just people trying too hard because it was too easy, Ash, for people on TV to go, yep, Jerry's and Cowboys blew this one, Green Bay. After you got out of that initial cycle, you had to have people stirring it back up saying, I don't know, now maybe the Cowboys, 2 draft picks,
sometimes,
not the money committed. Oh, Kenny Clark, like Kenny Clark.
I mean, I like Kenny Clark
Me too.
But
he's 30.
I like Micah Parsons
The
better.
draft picks are going to be in the mid to late 20s. I'm sorry. If Jerry can somehow turn this thing into those 2 picks for the number 1 overall pick 2 years from now, and he's got the quarterback of the future, okay, I'll listen to you. But it's not going to happen.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it happens. I think some of this, too, is Cowboys fans in denial. Like, all right, yeah, maybe it'll be great. Just keep fighting the good fight, and we believe in Jerry. And I sent one of those screenshots of like the eliminated Cowboys. Like, congratulations, you're eliminated from the NFL playoffs in 2026, 25-26. And I think my cousin's response was like, I quit. I hate this team. I think that's how most Cowboys fans feel. I don't know that there are a ton of people who like really believe that this is better for them.
And yet I will say, and a buddy of mine and I were talking about this earlier today, like, watch this. Dallas will somehow find a way to win 10 games this year now. Dak and CD and Pickens the offense will be clicking. A full, healthy year of Prescott makes a big difference in Dallas. They may not win playoff games, but they tend to contend for playoff spots when Dak plays a full year. Wouldn't it be just like Dallas where everybody is totally counting them out, thinking, not going to happen this year or anytime soon, and they'll go win 10 games somehow. I don't know. Sam says, not excited for Giants Commanders. Are we not excited? I'm not. I would be if Jackson Dart were starting.
I'm excited.
Now, then I'm interested.
I'm excited because it's a new season. I'm excited because Jaden Daniels plays on the other side of the football, and he is super exciting. And yeah, whatever. Let's go. Let's see what we've got. Russell Wilson, get out there, and it's potentially a winnable game. Here we go.
I get it. Nick's ready to go. Who Dey Nation. Bengals.
Locked and loaded.
Hendrickson is there. Burrow is there. Higgins, Chase.
Also, like, I like Deron Bland, but you way overpaid him.
Yeah.
You can't pay Micah Parsons because you want to pay Deron Bland way too much money. All right.
Yeah.
That's not a game-changing position that he plays.
All right, back right after this on Onorato and Miller. We still have our week 1 picks against the spread, our season-long predictions. Caitlin Clark getting closer to coming back to the Indiana Fever. Will it be too little too late as we close in on the WNBA playoffs from starting? And a look back at week 1 in the college football season. Back in a minute.
At Marcella's Appliance Center, our commitment is to you, providing essential appliances that families depend on for cooking, refrigeration, cleaning, and sanitation, plus appliance repair. You can have peace of mind that Marcella's is here for you today and every day, like we have been since 1957, helping you make the right choice with trusted brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and many more. Shop Marcella's Appliance Center in-store, online, or by phone. We're here for you.
Imagine coming home after a long day and slipping into your own personal hot tub from Wellness Spas. Let the stress of the day melt away as you soak in the therapeutic benefits of the water. Our team at Alpenhaus wants to help you relax and enjoy the advantages of owning your very own hot tub. Now offering a whole new lineup from Wellness Spas, featuring models from their City Life and Peak Life lines. Alpenhaus Pools and Hot Tubs. Visit us at Clifton Park Center and Route 30 in Amsterdam.
And now, back to Onorato and Miller. Sponsored by Alpenhaus.
All right, Ash, back on Onorato and Miller here, getting you ready for week 1 of the NFL season. How about week 1 of the college football season? I told you I was so fired up.
Week 1 of the NFL season is going to blow it out of the water.
Okay.
It wasn't that good.
Wasn't great.
We're not setting the bar very high. And we were super excited.
Yeah, we were. It was the offenses that really, I think, kind of let us down, and that leads us to this.
And now, dirty, difficult, and done. Sponsored by Performance Industrial.
Shout out to Bill Miller, his crew at Performance Industrial. There's never a job that's too dirty or too difficult for them to get it done. Is Kalen DeBoer's time at Alabama done soon? He has
I'm not going to
had
say now
in
because
one season and one game
it's amazing.
4 losses to unranked opponents. Nick Saban in 17 years had 4 losses to unranked opponents.
That's not a way to ingratiate yourself to fans.
This is why I always say you don't want to be the guy who follows the guy. You want to be the guy who follows the guy who followed the guy. So Kalen DeBoer is already in a tough spot here, following the legend that is Nick Saban. But that said, it's been a very underwhelming start to his time in Tuscaloosa. You have the number 8 ranked team in the country preseason going to Florida State, a team that was like 2-10 last year.
2-10.
And you don't just lose, you got dominated. Could not stop the run.
Line
at
of
all.
scrimmage, dominated.
And I don't want to hear about Castellanos is a nice addition for Florida State. He was the quarterback at Boston College. That was not a good football program last year.
Doesn't mean they can have good players.
I get it.
Players come from all over the place and join teams. But
he talked the talk early on and said, Nick Saban ain't there to save their you-know-whats anymore. And then he walked the walk all over the Crimson Tide.
Listen, they ran for like 230 yards on the Alabama defense. Like, that's a problem. That's a real problem. That never would have happened with a Nick Saban team.
And the pressure just gets illogical
the screws,
or not.
The screws get tight.
It gets cranked up here. He's feeling it. A coach that denies feeling the pressure or the heat of the seat is lying to you. He is 100% feeling it.
He's probably hearing it.
The problem...
I wouldn't be surprised if he was like, hey, we're talking, we know exactly how much we have to pay you to buy you out. So
That's it. And that's the problem, I think, for Alabama. $70 million to buy him out.
Yeah. I don't think you talk about it now, but at the end of the season, if this season is like a,
8-4?
Yeah, I was going to say 4-8.
That won't be that bad. But yeah, I understand what you mean.
I think if you're 6-6,
yeah,
you're probably getting bought out.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. They would find a way to get rid of him if it's
somebody will pay it. Oil money.
In Alabama?
In the South. You don't have to live in Alabama to have gone to Alabama.
Yeah. There's coastal border.
I'm sure. Or there's Texas oil money. You've just got to find somebody who went to Alabama.
Okay. So Kalen DeBoer's loss, Alabama's loss at Florida State couldn't be the most impressive thing, but
it's the least impressive.
Is it the Seminoles that were the most impressive in week one? How about a most impressive, least impressive from week one?
Yeah, I think for me, this game is the easiest to use as both. Like, this is the best example of hey, I was most impressed by and least impressed by. I was most impressed by Florida State, least impressed by Alabama, if I had to pick one game.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Florida State, like you said, Castellanos, he's got swagger. He is, and this is going to sound so funny, but like he oozes Florida State quarterback. Like he reminds me of Jameis Winston when Jameis was there. You get a lot of big, Chris Winkie doesn't fit the bill, but you get a lot of big personalities that are Florida State quarterbacks, and he feels like he fits it, and the population is going to love that.
Watching him, I thought there's like some Manziel.
Yeah, he's got swagger. He's got like a real attitude.
Yeah.
And nowadays that's likable. It's more likable if you win. But yeah, I think Florida State needs this. We say this all. College football is better when Florida State is good.
Yeah.
100%. Every season of the year, it's 100% better when Florida State is good.
Mm-hmm.
Now, rushing the field.
Yeah. Well, they had a rough year last year.
1 year. You're a historically
and they're probably all still ticked off by the fact that they didn't make the playoff the year before that.
You're a historically great football program.
Yeah. And
you rush the field after beating a bad Alabama team. Feels a little
just
whatever.
What happens
but
to
yes,
us these days.
Least impressive for me is Alabama, just from the fact of it shouldn't have been a really good Florida State team. I know they probably overachieved from what you thought, but you can't come out and get manhandled the way that they did.
Okay.
What about you?
I think most impressive for me is what LSU was able to do, to go on the road at night, and to beat Clemson, allowing only 10 points.
None in the second half.
Right. To a Tigers team that I thought would have a really good offense. Now, they lost their best receiver in that game, Clemson did, but still, to shut them out in the second half, like you said, 10 points. And to get your first season opening win under Brian Kelly without the offense scoring 35 points. That was impressive to me, I think, what LSU was able to do. Least impressive. It's hard not to pick Alabama here. They just look out of sorts.
Some people would say Texas. For me, that's not
Ohio State.
And that's what I say. There are plenty of people who way overreacted, and I know this is how this goes.
And that was 14-7. It's not like
way overreacted.
Yeah.
And listen, you were the one who was like, Arch.
Well, yeah,
hold on a second. Let's just give it a beat.
He missed so many open throws. And that's the thing. It's not like I wasn't being critical of him because of one throw he missed late in the game that could have won. I mean, there were so many open throws that he just missed and looked uncomfortable. And maybe that's credit to Matt Patricia.
Yeah.
I heard somebody saying that Patricia just doesn't give you anything, doesn't give away anything pre-snap. So you walk up to the line of scrimmage, you look at the defense, you think you know what you're going to get, and then at the snap, everybody's in different directions, and Patricia's running high-level stuff that Arch Manning had never taken a snap outside of Austin prior to Saturday at Ohio State.
Or against a good team, let alone a defending national championship team run by with the defense run by a 3-time Super Bowl champ.
Yeah.
And that's what he was put into a really difficult situation. Should he have been better? Yes. Will he be okay? Yes. He will be fine.
Yeah, I think so too. So number 1 goes down. Texas had never been ranked number 1 in the country before.
Tough.
And then Arch, as the Heisman favorite, has gone south as well in those betting markets.
So who inserts himself into the Heisman conversation?
Nussmeier's the number 1 guy now, betting wise.
Okay. My guess is for a brief moment, Castellanos will insert himself into the conversation.
Yeah, I don't know where he is, but Nussmeier's 1. Lenora Sellers took a little bit of a step up.
My guess is Carson Beck is probably going to get a little bit of love.
And Beck has his one.
They were also, for my money.
That was impressive too.
That was the most fun game.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Miami Notre Dame probably the most of the weekend. It was the most competitive. It wasn't always the best offense, but at least it was like good defense combined with good offense at times. And that was all you want. You want like glimpses of both.
I was texting my brother that night about, and that was the same thing. Like Notre Dame was so conservative with CJ Carr. Every throw the guy made in the first half was a wide receiver screen. Nothing downfield, no deep drops, no deep shots. And it ended up costing them a fumble at one point because he threw it into traffic and the receiver caught it quickly and then had it knocked out. It felt like, boy, this is week 1. Like everybody's afraid to make the big mistake.
Right.
And then sometimes when you play that cautiously, right, you just don't give yourself much of a chance to win. Belichick and North Carolina. It was the third quarter here, Ash.
Maybe this was the most disappointing.
Really?
Do you expect, never in a trillion years would I have said that a Belichick team was going to go out and get beat by 40? Close to 40.
Yeah, I hear you. But, you know.
To a TCU team that's like, okay.
Right.
I don't know, that people think that they're going to go making the playoffs.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I think if you're a North Carolina fan, you're disappointed the way this has started.
Yeah.
I think you have to have a little bit of grace and patience here for Belichick to build this thing up the way he wants it.
But it was a little pumped up. Like, hey, it's our Labor Day night matchup showdown. Belichick, blah, 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 blah. I love the people. And Skip Bayless got roasted for this. North Carolina marches down the field on their opening possession. And Skip Bayless tweeted something ridiculous. Like, mark it down. North Carolina's making the playoff. And then it was like they got beat by 40. And it was like, oh, this is so good.
Yeah, I mean, outscored 21-0 in the third quarter of that loss to TCU. So from all these big-time matchups, the first real weekend of college football to nothing. Only one top 25 matchup, week 2.
College game day. Headed
Michigan,
to Norman.
Oklahoma, Saturday night, 7:30. I'll watch. I'm interested. Want to see Underwood, the freshman quarterback for Michigan. Want to see Mateer,
and I was going to say,
Oklahoma quarterback.
He looked great.
Yep, and he'll put up big numbers. You know, Brent Venables finally is buying in. Like, I might need to score some points to win college football games. Can't just play defense the whole time. Too. I think Mateer will put up big numbers for Oklahoma. I'm interested in here. If I don't see another game the rest of the day,
you're good.
I don't know that I'll miss anything. Iowa State at noon is interesting. But no other everybody is taking a soft weekend outside of Iowa State, Michigan, Oklahoma.
Well, after week 1.
Yeah. You're like, hey, we just survived.
Yeah, you're not going to, or we didn't survive, or, we didn't win. So that's bad. I think that's kind of the reaction. For a long time, it was the cupcake in week 1, and then you crank it up in week 2. Now it's like, all right, let's see what we got in week 1 and cupcake it in week 2 to do a little bit of like rehab, and maybe you play your backups if you're dinged up or whatever. But
yeah. Sam's watching Rocco Becht. He should be. He's a fun quarterback in the Big 12 there, son, of course, of Anthony Becht. And Jay says you are on a roll this week with the facial reactions.
People say...
I don't know if it's the things I say.
Sometimes. I apologize because maybe the number one comment I get is like, hey, it's not what you say. It's how your face looks.
Interesting.
And I'm like, doesn't my face look that? I know I do like the, I'm like,
okay.
I don't know. Is it overly whatever? But
well, Jay's noticing.
Yeah, apparently.
So it must be
I make
somewhat true.
Some faces at you. We'll have to go back and watch. Maybe that should be part of our, like, we'll splice it together. Faces of Ashley.
Yeah. Everybody seems to think they know who's going to perform at the Super Bowl at halftime. The NFL commissioner has weighed in on that topic. Well, we've got our week 1 picks against the spread. We've got our season-long predictions and an update on Caitlin Clark as well. We're back in a minute here on Onorato and Miller.
A superior smooth taste worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer.
Imagine coming home after a long day and slipping into your own personal hot tub from Wellness Spas. Let the stress of the day melt away as you soak in the therapeutic benefits of the water. Our team at Alpenhaus wants to help you relax and enjoy the advantages of owning your very own hot tub. Now offering a whole new lineup from Wellness Spas, featuring models from their City Life and Peak Life lines. Alpenhaus Pools and Hot Tubs. Visit us at Clifton Park Center and Route 30 in Amsterdam.
The great thing about novices, no matter who you are, they're going to put all the detail in the world into your brand. I feel like they have been a big part of my success, making me feel comfortable.
This is Harrison Butker, Super Bowl champion kicker for the Kansas City Chiefs. Claim your crown.
And now, back to Onorato and Miller. Sponsored by Alpenhaus.
Alpenhaus, Marcella's Novice Performance Industrial, and Saratoga Eagle with Michelob Ultra and an empty chair. Why? Because about this time every night, I'm not kidding you, we're doing the show live on a Wednesday night. It is 7:06 Eastern, and the dog next door to us knows that if he hears our voices, and mostly Ashley's voice, he can sit outside, look in the direction of our deck or these back doors you see behind us, and bark the way he is. Mm-hmm. And that Ashley will go out and give him a treat. And that's exactly what Ashley was doing in that commercial break.
I said, I'll be right back. Just tell them I'm going to feed my friend.
There it is.
I think he wants to go inside now. Yeah. He's usually pretty good. After we give him one treat, he's usually pretty good.
But it's just that quick little intermittent barking for him to say, I know you're in there. I hear you.
Come out.
Where's my treat?
Yep. Give him a good butt scratch too.
All right. Yeah, Sam, you know what? We'll take them in all forms. We'll take fans.
What's better
in
than a
all
four-legged
forms.
fan?
Yeah.
I'd like more four-legged fans, actually.
Roger Goodell, the NFL commissioner, was on the Today Show on Wednesday morning, and obviously NBC has the kickoff with the Cowboys and the Eagles, so he's pumping up the season and talking about all kinds of different things. And you knew this question would come up at some point because there's already been so much online speculation about whether or not Taylor Swift has been dropping little hints and nuggets that she might be the Super Bowl halftime performance. And so Goodell was asked about it. Savannah Guthrie asked him, and he said, maybe. And Savannah said something like, we'll take maybe. What do you think? Let me ask it this way. Do you think it is already settled? Do you think the NFL already has its halftime act for Super Bowl 60?
If it's Taylor Swift, then it's already settled. Because if she's the one dropping hints, which she has, we don't know that they're hints, but she has said some strange things that would seemingly be hinting towards San Francisco, which is the site of the Super Bowl. Yeah. If it's her, it's already settled because she doesn't do anything without a lot of forethought. And we've talked about sort of the weird genius that she is, but I would not be surprised if it's her because of some of the things that she said. She's talking about making sourdough bread. Sourdough is the name. Not that people don't make sourdough bread. Not that Taylor Swift doesn't make sourdough bread. Maybe she does. Sourdough is the name of the San Francisco 49ers mascot. And maybe could mean definitely.
Advertisers think that Taylor Swift is going to be the halftime act. It's already sold out.
So
NBC says it's already sold out. This is the earliest commercial spots for a Super Bowl have been sold out, and NBC is asking for a record $7 million per spot.
This NBC, even if it's not Taylor Swift, will make out like gangbusters. And I know that number will continue to go up no matter what.
Yeah.
Their ratings, if it's Taylor Swift, that it'd be the greatest Super Bowl. It will be the most wanted Super Bowl of any television broadcaster ever. Like there will be no better. Doesn't matter. 20 years from now, this will be the one they talk about.
You said it. People might buy tickets to the game
just to see her. Literally, it's already one of the most expensive tickets in the world.
Yeah.
It's so exorbitantly priced. You and I can't afford to go to the Super Bowl because they're too expensive. Well, guess what? Now you could be combining one of the most expensive concert tickets in the world already with the most expensive sporting event ticket in the world and turning them into one.
Yeah.
Good luck getting that ticket.
Yeah.
And I think the idea, I said this to Chris, is like, if Taylor Swift is the halftime show, the thought is this could be the last time we see her play live somewhere for quite a while. She's coming off a 1.5 year long tour. She's about to plan a wedding and get married. And then my guess is you start a family, that's going to disrupt your touring.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Biggest name in entertainment, no doubt about it. I don't know that you're going to get the Chiefs there, which would make it even more fun.
Right.
But, and
a little more difficult, a little bit of
as well as anybody when it comes to TV ratings and things that go into that. Yeah. Skyrocketing.
I think tougher for Taylor to do it if it's the Chiefs.
Yeah.
It takes you away from actually viewing the game.
Now, if it isn't Taylor Swift, there will be a lot of pressure on the NFL and NBC to hit an absolute inside the park home run. Can't be a home run because Taylor Swift is a home run, but to still have an act where everybody goes, okay, it's not Taylor Swift, but I can't believe they got so-and-so.
Yeah, but they can get anyone.
They can't. They can't. This is not.
Remember when they got Dr. Dre and that whole crew?
Yep.
One show.
Snoop,
got all
Mary
those people.
J, Fitty.
All of them.
They had Beyonce. They've had The Weeknd.
It's everyone but Taylor Swift. They've had everyone but Taylor Swift.
They've had Prince. They've had Springsteen. I don't think Billy Joel has done it, but I don't know that hits an audience
maybe
the way the NFL is trying
maybe.
to. I don't know. This is our buddy Jeff Stack. So I missed it here. Funny.
I hope you perform, Jeff. The people will love it.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into our picks here for week 1. Okay.
I love when we pick things we know nothing about.
Year.
Like 58.
Yeah,
60 some
tell you. I'd have to
wins.
pull it back. I think we were maybe 10 games over 500, which is pretty darn good. What we do is we pick games against the spread, and we don't choose the games based on a spread we like. We choose the games based on regional interest. So you're going to get the Jets, Giants, Bills, and then we'll pick primetime games, games that we think people are maybe most interested in. So here's the Thursday night kickoff to it all. Let me just pause really quickly.
7.3.
Here.
That's an interesting number.
I didn't catch that. Yeah. But that would be a heck of a spread. 7.5, and I've seen it grow to 8.5 now, but 7.5. Cowboys-Eagles. We both like Philadelphia here. Nick Sirianni, the head coach of the Eagles this week, was asked about, it being banner night and what the emotions that come along with that. And this guy, give it up, man. He's like, I didn't even know it was banner night. No. Well, we won't be out there to see it. So not only is he denying what the world knows, that the Super Bowl champ gets the home game on kickoff Thursday.
To drop a banner.
They drop the banner.
I'm not saying he's lying about not seeing it. They won't see it.
Which I also think is stupid. You've won the Super Bowl, and he just feels like somebody. There's not a lot of joy in life with him, and there are a lot of coaches, not just football coaches, but coaches in general who are like that. Like, I will look back on my career and appreciate it when it's done. Right now, I'm focused on the present. Okay, but you've won the Super Bowl. I don't think people clearly understand how difficult that is. there's a good chance Nick Sirianni never coaches another Super Bowl in his life.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy it a little bit, man. Like maybe he enjoyed the offseason and the month after winning the
Probably.
Super Bowl. But if you never coach in another Super Bowl, if you never win another Super Bowl, do you want to look back and go, boy, it would have been cool to be standing out there with all of our fans losing their minds, the spotlight on the banner, they dropped it. Like, is that not a moment you want in the memory bank? To me, it should be.
I'm sure it is, but that's just not the way the NFL works. Like, they don't set these things up so that their own team can enjoy it. So much pressure is put on every game, and every coach feels so much pressure to win every game for their job that what's the past is the past. Like, now I got to win week 1, and I can't spend halftime out on the field looking up to the rafters.
This is pregame.
I can't spend pregame out on the field looking up at the rafters. I mean, that you could.
This is my point.
But
this is my point.
I want to focus on the game.
The players in the locker room, when they hear the crowd going crazy during the banner reveal, are listening to you, are locked into this pregame speech or strategy or whatever?
Maybe they'll just kind of be out in the tunnel looking up. I don't know.
I was close to picking the Cowboys in this game, but it just felt like
yeah, it's a number that's like, ooh, okay, it more than a touchdown.
Late touchdown goes from 7 to 14, and boom, there's your cover. Okay, is kind of how it feels. I think
I was going to say mine feels like the other way. A late touchdown gets it within 7.
Nah, I think Dallas will score Thursday night.
Tush push.
But I just don't know if they'll be able to stop that Eagles offense. Steelers and Jets.
Home dog.
Pittsburgh, you said it. Pittsburgh's the favorite. I think everything in Pittsburgh will be okay this year, like maybe 9-8. But I don't think it looks great week 1. Rodgers playing with a brand new team, brand new receiver, and DK Metcalf. Jets at home, Jets defense. I think New York wins the game. So obviously I'm going to take them here to cover. And I think even if they don't win, they can keep it really close because of the defense. Low scoring.
Okay. I said I don't know, 28.
Ooh.
17.
Okay. I'm like 17, 16.
Because the defense is
somewhere in that range.
Yeah, I get it. You could get defensive scoring though, which would be fun.
You could.
With a guy like Mr. Watt.
Giants and Commanders here. Washington, I don't love them.
I was close to picking the Giants in this game.
There you go.
I was close.
Yep.
But because it was less than a touchdown, under a touchdown, I went with the Commanders.
Yeah, me too. And again, you'll see in my season predictions, I don't love Washington this year, but I'll take them here. I just think.
You think the shine wears off?
I think things will play out for the Giants that they feel the need to go to Dart earlier than maybe they want to.
Okay.
So Giants lose here to kind of help set some of that up. Yeah, and I do.
They'll lose plenty.
I do wonder about year 2 with Jaden Daniels. I think he's a special player. I like the additions of Adebo Samuel. They trade Brian Robinson Jr. So what are you doing at running back here? The rookie, Austin Eckler. McLaurin hasn't been in camp practicing. Week 1 might look a little disjointed here for Washington too, but I'll take them to cover the 6.5. Bucks and Falcons. I like the Falcons this year. I don't know how many times I've said that in my life in the last 10 years, way too often, and they haven't delivered. They've used so many first-round draft picks on talented offensive players. It hasn't worked out, but I think Bijan Robinson has a huge year this year in Atlanta. I think Penix plays well. The Bucks are the darling of that division, the NFC South.
Yeah, in the last 5 years,
I'm seeing people pick them to have the second best record in the NFC this year.
Well, that's crazy. But
Baker threw a bunch of touchdowns and yards last year.
Yeah.
But I'll take the home dog here in Atlanta. I think the Falcons. Remember, when Cousins was healthy last year, they were right there to win this division.
It's a bad division. It's bad.
Okay.
I mean, when we're talking about the Bucks being the darling of the division, they're good.
Yeah.
But that division's not very good.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm picking the Bucs, because they've been the darling of the division. I think they're going to be much healthier. Godwin's back.
Yep.
Mayfield is who he is. I really like them, and to me, Penix needs some time. You got to give the guy a little bit of time to feel the bumps and bruises of being a full-time starting quarterback. But listen, it's up for grabs.
Yeah. Again, back to my point that you could sell me on almost any football game on TV. Like, this is
You're
what
in.
I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah.
And I don't know how many people in the capital region of New York are like, Bucks Falcons? Yeah, sign
I don't
me
know
up.
how many people outside of Atlanta and or Tampa are saying that.
Okay. I'm interested by that game. Lions Packers here, Green Bay, small favorite at home against Detroit. I'm all in on Green Bay this year.
Yes, you
and
are.
this is not just a Micah Parsons thing. It's not. Before Parsons, I believed Jordan Love could win MVP. I think he has a career year, whether or not he wins that award. And I thought Green Bay was primed to win this division even before the Parsons trade. So if you're going to win this division, you've got to win your home divisional games. So give me Green Bay here against Detroit. And I think Detroit takes a step back. Ben Johnson's gone. Aaron Glenn is gone. At some point, you regress to the mean a little bit. It feels like this is the year that Detroit does that.
I'm going to go the opposite direction with the Lions. I think this is the year they finally figure it out. And maybe it's not the smartest year to pick them because they lost their OC and their DC. But one thing they still have is Dan Campbell, and they still have Jared Goff. And I love him from quarterback. I want him to do well. I'm going to say Lions finally take the next step this year.
Okay. Sam wants to know, do I have a Jordan Love jersey?
He doesn't have a lot of jerseys in his life.
Negative, Sam. Negative. No. Not a big jersey guy.
Do you want one?
No.
I know.
No, I do not want one. I like Jordan Love. I root for him. I do not need a jersey of Jordan Love unless it is signed and he has a great career and it hangs somewhere someday at the house. But no, I do not need a Jordan Love jersey. But yeah, but thanks for asking, I think. Ravens and Bills Sunday night, NBC News Channel 13.
Pick them essentially.
Yeah. And everything here suggests Buffalo. Wild crowd on a Sunday night.
When the weather's still nice.
Season opener of this stadium. These home games are going to be celebrated like crazy all year long. It makes absolute sense to pick Buffalo here. The reigning MVP and Josh Allen. They feel balanced as ever.
Are you doing my championing?
I'm not.
Oh. Okay.
But I think Baltimore, next to Philadelphia, maybe right alongside them, has the best roster in football. And you'll see in my predictions that I think this is the year Lamar finally gets over the playoff hump.
Okay.
And I think it starts Sunday night in Buffalo. I don't know if he wins MVP, but the Ravens defense is loaded and ready to go here. Give me Baltimore.
Okay. Well, you made my case for me until you said, the Ravens defense is loaded and Lamar takes a leap. I don't know how many more leaps Lamar can take. I think he's been pretty darn good.
Yeah.
From the get-go.
Yeah.
Haley Steinfeld.
Does Haley Steinfeld get Josh Allen into the Travis Kelce Taylor Swift wedding?
Good question.
Because otherwise, does he get invited?
Maybe
he gets invited, but
it might be pretty exclusive.
Yeah.
Might be pretty exclusive.
Okay. You're on the Bills.
I'm on the Bills.
Okay. Here's a look at
I like them this year.
Our picks for week 1. We're both on the Eagles, we're both on the Jets, both on the Commanders.
And then we get different.
And then we split the rest of the way. So we'll see how this goes. Falcons, Packers, Ravens for me, Bucks, Lions, Bills for Ash. We will see how week 1 goes. All right, let me take another quick time out here on Onorato and Miller. When we come back, our season-long predictions in the NFL. Back right after this.
At Marcella's Appliance Center, our commitment is to you, providing essential appliances that families depend on for cooking, refrigeration, cleaning, and sanitation, plus appliance repair. You can have peace of mind that Marcella's is here for you today and every day, like we have been since 1957, helping you make the right choice with trusted brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and many more. Shop Marcella's Appliance Center in-store, online, or by phone. We're here for you.
Imagine coming home after a long day and slipping into your own personal hot tub from Wellness Spas. Let the stress of the day melt away as you soak in the therapeutic benefits of the water. Our team at Alpenhaus wants to help you relax and enjoy the advantages of owning your very own hot tub. Now offering a whole new lineup from Wellness Spas, featuring models from their City Life and Peak Life lines. Alpenhaus Pools and Hot Tubs. Visit us at Clifton Park Center and Route 30 in Amsterdam.
And now, back to Onorato and Miller. Sponsored by Alpenhaus.
All right, Ash, here we go. Our season predictions for the NFL. Jeff is checking in here. Go Bills. Spearsy says Cowboys win in Philly. All right. And it's great to have Jay with us live here. He says he usually catches us on the weekend. I have always said, Jay, I'm amazed at the people who come up to us and say, "Hey, I see you. I watch you guys Sunday morning," and I'm like, "We're on at 6 a.m. You're watching this at 6 a.m.
Like, God, you guys get up early. I'm like, I don't actually. I never see us.
I love that people find us on Sunday mornings. That warms my heart. Okay, let's get into the predictions here. We've got 2.5 minutes to go. Running the 2-minute drill. Bills in the AFC East for me, Ravens in the AFC North. I did not overthink division winners. You'll see both in the AFC and the NFC. So I will not be correct across the board because I didn't get all that exotic with it. Yeah. Bills, Ravens, Texans, Chiefs. My guess is, even without looking at FanDuel, those are all the 4 favorites to win those divisions.
Guess who also has those?
Okay, Ashley Miller also has those, it sounds like. I'm going Broncos, a playoff team from a year ago. Bengals just missed out last year. And then I'm going the Jaguars. Liam Cohen,
I know you like
new
him.
head coach. I think Trevor Lawrence has a really good year. The addition of Travis Hunter, Brian Thomas Jr., Pro Bowl level wide receiver.
The only place. Oh,
sorry. No, go ahead. Yep.
The only place we went different.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
For the same division winners, Bengals, Broncos. I went Chargers because, like I said, time to poop or get off the potty for Harbaugh and Justin Herbert.
Okay.
That was all clean. It was all clean. So Chargers, my wild card team. I'm not as high on the Jags as you are, but I think the Jags could be fun.
I bet most people aren't, but that's okay. Eagles, Packers, Bucks, Niners. Again, the favorites. I hadn't looked, but my guess is all these teams, Eagles for sure. I know the Packers are.
Wow.
Buccaneers, I'm sure. And I would bet the Niners are. Easy schedule for San Francisco, assuming health, with it, which is always dangerous with this team. Give me them to win the NFC West. I'll take the Lions, the Rams, and the Falcons to be wild card teams in the NFC.
Okay, we're similar but not the same. Eagles for me. I'm going to disappoint you all year long because until they show me otherwise, I'm going to go Lions over Packers for division and beyond. Bucks, darling in the division, we talked about it. And I'm going Rams in a division that I think is probably a toss-up. But yes, health will be very important because if Matthew Stafford can't stay healthy or anyone on the 49ers can't stay healthy, McCaffrey included, I think that changes everything. So 49ers I have in as a wild card, and then Packers, Commanders I put in as a
my
sweeper.
Super Bowl Ravens over the Packers, your Super Bowl Bills over
Lions.
the Lions. Thanks for watching Onorato and Miller, everybody. Have a great weekend.